Hello everyone. So today we have come up with a new and important topic, and that is inclining experiment. Now, when a ship is built new, or when a ship there are any major structural changes is there, so then we go ahead with this experiment. There were certain occasions when this question was put up by the surveyor. So we thought we'll be covering it today. And it's totally what we ascertain here. We'll be seeing all these things in detail. Why, what is an inclining experiment? Why we are doing an inclining experiment? What are the conditions? What are the precautions? And what is the instrument that is used to conduct this experiment? And see, all these things are directly or indirectly related to the stability aspect of the ship, which is very important. That is damage stability. Okay, so we move on and we see the inclining experiment. So what is inclining experiment? If I tell in one line that it is for determining the metacentric height of the ship. Now the metacentric height, that is ZM. Okay, now, the distance of G from the keel can be ascertained from various conditions the ship may be in. It is essential that it is accurately known for one's specified ship condition. Okay, so see, on and off in day-to-day problem you must be solving in naval architect, in when you must be ascertaining this. But there may be a question, why then inclining experiment if we can ascertain the metacentric height by knowing all the values, displacement, height, LPP, length between perpendiculars, and all those criteria? Then why this inclining experiment? The metacentric height is the distance between the center of gravity and metacenter of the ship. So center of gravity and the metacenter of the ship, that is M, that is ZM, and it is used to calculate the stability of the ship. Now stability is very important. Because of this stability of the ship, we are safe. This experiment is carried out on new ship, as I said earlier, and those that have had large structural alteration made, to find out the new center of gravity kg and metacentric height gm, and further to know the stability of the ship. Now when we talk about the requirements, what are the requirements to conduct this experiment? The experiment is carried out when the ship is built completely or when major structural changes have been done. The, ex- the experiment, sorry. Now the experiment is carried out with empty ship or as near to empty ship as possible, because we keep it least so that we get the error very less. Now the ship must be in upright position, empty ship, whenever there is a structural change, or when the ship is built completely new. So these are requirements. Ship must be in upright position. The ship should be sheltered and in calm water. Mooring ropes should be slackened and gangway lifted. Draught and density of water are to be correctly noted, in which water it is and what is the density of the water. All tanks in the ship must be empty or pressed up tight to reduce the free surface effect. I hope you all know this free surface effect. What is sluice valve, water baffles which are given in tanks, all these you know. I hope what is free surface effect and how to reduce free surface effect, because that will affect the calculation. So either the tanks has to be full, because you know that free surface becomes more prevalent when the tank is half filled. Okay, so either it has to be empty or it has to be completely filled. Only those people responsible for conducting the experiment must go on board. So all those people who are only responsible, even people are not allowed, extra people. So that much of precaution that is taken. The experiment. Now, when we talk about the experiment, so this is the instrument that we are talking about, stabilograph. To conduct the experiment, a special tool known as stabilograph is is required. The tool consists of a heavy metal pendulum balanced on a knife edge. Now you see here, heavy metal pendulum balanced on a knife edge and connected to a pointer to record the heel angle of reading. So now this is a pointer that where it is connected and it is recording the heel angle readings. So how much it is healing. Now normally minimum of two stabilograph are used and are placed at maximum distance from each other, that is one in forward and one at the aft. So two stabilograph is used, one is put in the forward, the other one is put in the aft position. This is the maximum distance a ship can experience. Four masses are placed on the ship deck, two on each side of the midship, placed away from the center line. In the next step, the masses are moved one at a time until all four are on the same side. So one by one, each masses are moved, then all four on the other side, and lastly two on each side. The deflection on both the stabilograph is recorded for all the movement of the mass, and an average of these readings are used to determine metacentric height. So the average is taken with all these heel angle, and then that average is used to determine the metacentric height of the ship. Now, now the conducting experiment. So these are derivation. This is not important as per oral point of view, but I have just inserted. So there are a few precautions that we are supposed to take while conducting this inclining experiment. A calm day with no wind should be chosen. The ship should be free to move with all the moorings slack. Any loose items should be secured. All tanks should be empty or full to avoid free surface effect. As few personnel as possible should be on board, and they should be on the center line of the ship when readings are taken. A large trim should be avoided. The metacentric height of the ship plays an important role in determining the loading capacity and stability of the ship. The initial metacentric height of the ship is determined by an inclining experiment after the ship is completely built in the yard. Okay, so this is very important as in point of view. So you may be imagining, because this metacentric height that will keep on changing, and we can ascertain at any point of the time for a particular dimensions and for a particular calculation, then you may be wondering why this experiment, this inclining experiment, because we are supposed to know that at a particular condition what the metacentric height is, so that that can be taken as to be an ideal case. So that is the reason why we are conducting this experiment. Thank you so much.